there folks, this is Richard of DoomedMovieThon.com. I am back with another episode of my horror Shelfie. Look at this. It's a lobby card I got in the mail for a giallo called Trauma. But seriously folks, my horror Shelfie is a video series. Obviously it's a video series because you're watching a video where I talk about every horror movie in my collection, which is why I'm sitting in front of the non-horror right now to confuse. I talk about every horror movie in my collection from A to Z, and I talk to those movies about them to you. So thank you for watching. Let's go pick some movies. The letter D is very important to me because the D in my last name is silent, and I've always thought of worshipping things that are silent. First movie in the D's is Dagon, or as I call it, Daggummit. This is frickin' what's his face? Brian Usna? No. Well, Brian Usna is a producer, but this is frickin' Stuart Gordon. My head was itchy. I have itches. This is an adaptation of that old racist H.P. Lovecraft's frickin' Dagon. This is a wonderful adaptation of his work. Gory, strange, and someone's calling my phone.
Final courtesy call before your warranty expires and your coverage is voided. This would make you financially...
Dagon is funny and gory. I guess I'm done with this video because the cat showed up. Bye. This is The Dark. A very, very silly slapdash American horror film. The Dark is from director John Bud Cardos, who I love very much because he gave me Mutant, which is about the X-Men, X-Factor, and Excalibur series of comic books. The Dark is some slap-together bullcrap. It's very fun. You need to see this. Japanese horror happens. And when you're talking about a little movie called Drink Water, where a biomicrobe gets in the water supply of an apartment building, and that's not the plot. But I love Dark Water. It is creepy, it is depressing. It's not one I watch very often, and if you're like me and you have the frickin' bootleg DVD, you also have the Blu-ray hidden inside it because why not? And that's the DVD. So you got bootleg and another thing that you shouldn't own. Jess Franco. I am a fan of Jess Franco's works. I have seen like 50 or more of his movies, and I gotta say I like over 1/4 of the ones I've seen. Daughter of Dracula is great. It's really sleepy and strange. It's got some wonderful women in it. I love Anne LeBert. That's how I pronounce it. Could be Libert. I don't know. I don't know her. The best thing about Redemption is they got rid of those crappy intros. Y'all who bought their DVDs know the Redemption intro I'm speaking of with the silicone boobs. Here's a chance for me to talk about two things. One, the film Daughters of Darkness. Two, the Daughters of Darkness podcast, which thankfully I have nothing to do with. I just love it. Because I'm not involved in it, you should check out the Daughters of Darkness podcast with Kat and Sam. But seriously, folks, check out their podcast. I love Daughters of Darkness so much. Don't ask me why I haven't upgraded. Okay, I'll tell you. I'm not upgrading every movie I own to Blu-ray. The DVD's fine. It's fine. I love the vibe. It is the European horror vibe, that thing, that like really hard to describe thing I'm always looking for with films. And oh yes, I don't know where I was going with that, but Daughters of Darkness has the vibe. George Romero's Dawn of the Dead is one of the most underrated horror films ever made. Okay, first of all, this ain't the remake. I am not a remake hater. I like remakes. I loathe the Dawn of the Dead remake. I loathe it. I have this ridiculous DiviMax edition because, as you know, Dawn of the Dead has 9,000 different editions to choose from. This is one of them. This is the one I'm sticking with because I found it at a flea market. Hidden inside, bonus content is, so I got Dawn of the Dead here. Let's flip the little dealie. You got a copy that Brad sent me of the Dawn of the Dead, the Italian cut. And then you got Martin. Frickin' George Romero's Martin is hidden in here too. And Day of the Dead. The Day of the Dead remake, which I've never seen, but I'm very excited to because I've heard it's amazing. Yeah, this is one of those movies I used to rent as a kid over and over again, and it never gets any, not worse. No, it's amazing. I don't really have anything to say about it other than, wow. Okay, last movie we're going to talk about today. Thank you for making it this far in the video, or skipping to this part of the video, just to hear me talk about The Day After Halloween. The Day After Halloween, I knew going into it, it had nothing to do with the Halloween franchise. I just had to have this movie because of the title, and because it's Australian, and as we all know, Australians make some weird frickin' movies. And sure enough, this is like one of those horror character study slice of life. No, I don't even know I don't even know how to describe this thing. It's very unusual. Your mileage will vary with The Day After Halloween. Give it a shot. See what you think. It's just one of those movies that happened and exists. Folks, thank you for watching. As usual, I had a great time talking to you about stuff. And hope you are going to make your own videos because I'm sick of this. No, I'm not. I'm just getting started to get sick of it.